Welcome, dear ones. So good to be with you. Yeah, again, I would say that these meetings are just a fresh breath. In my experience, I feel like, yeah, I can sit here and rest just like you. I don't feel like I'm here to show you or to teach you anything. It's like we are meeting and we explore together.
This vast space
that we are.
We are.
And also each sharing is adding something here. It's like bringing more and more expansion. That's the beauty of the group gatherings, that when one is sharing, it's like beneficial for all of us. Thank you for being here. As always, we have a title from where we can start. Title for the meeting, and then we'll see how it goes, and whatever wants to come up and to be expressed and shared is welcome here. And today's title is Awakening in Shadow Work, or Awakening in Shadow. Yeah. And yeah, I feel like I want to start sharing maybe a few words of what I found helpful while coming to this topic of shadow. Maybe we've heard that. I've heard that many times before, like a shadow work, shadow play, shadow material, unconscious stuff, or yeah. And yeah, the simple truth is that this is not something outside of us. It's not something wrong, bad. It's not here to punish us. It's not here to testify that there is something wrong with us. It's inseparable part of what we are, a part that we unconsciously, innocently, we pushed away, or we suppressed, or we hide from ourselves. That's why it is in the shadow and it's not visible. It's not like there isn't a light there. And to normalize that, let's say that each one of us, there is shadow, like there is in each human being, there is this. And the more the shadow is on an individual level, the more the shadow grows on collective. And we all can see that, of course, in front of us. And the intention here in this meeting is to take a look at our own, like into the individual. What is here for each one of us? Like, what is in our direct experience? And what is shadow, basically? Shadow is parts of ourselves, desires, what else? Emotions or qualities that, for again, unconsciously, innocently, we reject, we forbid, we somehow start believing that that's not what we are. So we put them in the basement, we lock the basement, and we throw the key. But when we start walking on this path of awakening, liberation, freedom, authentic life, we could say, or authentic living, or inevitably we have to look there. It starts coming up. We cannot pretend that it's not there. And this is very common, very common. It's like out of nowhere, very strong emotions. Very strong emotions. And the mind can attach those emotions with a story, but the truth is that these are there because they are not felt. They are not being felt. They are coming to be met, to be felt, released, acknowledged and released. What else? Hidden desires, like desires that we just forbid again, unconsciously. We forbid. We just say no, that's not okay. But They are still here, they're still operating from the shadow, and they're manifesting the life that we see in front of us again, the life that we live in. Mm. So looking at the shadow is very it's a very important part of this process. Very important. It's like without that, it's partial, because we become whole when we embrace all of us, and the good and the bad, so to speak, even though there isn't the good and the bad. Yeah, and this meeting is dedicated to that, dedicated to these shadowy parts that we forgot that they're our parts. We believe, or we somehow, yeah, we forgot basically. We do not believe, we forgot they are our parts. Yeah, how to start, how to be with that. Yeah, I'm not saying it's easy, because sometimes these energies can be really intense. But we can start if there is an emotion present, whatever emotion is there, like a strong emotion or feeling or sensation. We can start by simply acknowledging that this is here first. And this doesn't come from anywhere else outside of us. It's already here, already. And then it requires a little bit of presence or capacity or space to not habitually go into thoughts to justify that sensation or that energy, because this is what thoughts are doing. Again, innocently, they are claiming that is wrong, or they're trying to find a reason why this is here. Why this is here is not important. It's here. Yeah. What I find helpful is asking questions like, what is here for me to feel that I don't want to feel? What is hidden here for me to feel that I don't want to feel? And maybe this question, there won't be an answer, an immediate answer. Oh yeah, this is whatever. But the silence after that is also really palpable. We can be with that silence.
And without judging ourselves, something like, oh, I don't want to feel this, so
Let's judge it, let's punish our,
yeah.
Like, I don't want to feel that is also part of that. And there is enough space for also not wanting to feel that to be here. There is a space for resistance to not to feel to be here. Resistance is also part of the shadow. We resist. This is how we thought we are surviving this life, navigating this here as a something separate, something autonomous. So what is here for me to feel that I don't want to feel? What I don't want to feel, what I don't want to see. What am I trying to avoid? Distracting myself? Mm. Would you like to add something?
Mhm. Yeah. Why it's important this shadow work? Because during our childhood, during this message, you are born, you are persona, and we we start suppressing ourselves and trying to fit in this idea what does mean to be that exact persona.
What does it mean to be a good girl or a good boy or a good person?
Yeah. And this vast space we suppress in very weird way, and that's why we're here and we start looking for something. Something is not okay here. It's unbearable. Yeah,
Mm.
there is no happiness in life, no happiness in us, and this is because of this oppression. And shadow work is to see what is going on there and to release it. First, usually shame and suppression is coming because uh, something like there are other persons and I should suppress myself. And now invitation is there are no persons, only empty space everywhere.
Mm.
Ah, this habit of performing is not necessary. It's not dangerous to not be persona. Also, usually fear is coming because of projection that life or events will happen in some way that we don't want, as if that we don't deserve to appear what we want, because this is because of suppression also.
It's like we don't deserve a good outcome or a successful outcome or whatever.
Or to, yeah.
Or to live like joyful. We don't deserve that. No. Joy is like forbidden. No, no joy for me.
And now let's notice that that which sees through the eyes is empty space itself. We are immortal, vast. We are that. We don't know how we will appear after a while, but we don't care because this is what we are. And even thoughts are quiet and happy.
Yeah, all parts of what we are, of this fathomable wholeness, wants one and the same. It is longing for one and the same. For freedom, expansion, wholeness. Yeah, you can share what comes or what is experience or whatever is alive right now. And we can have a look together.